That's
It
very
was
good.
a great one.
So, yeah, last time we discussed about insecurity, dissatisfaction, and unhappiness.
Yeah.
You see that, take one example, the body is constantly changing. Do you want to change? Do you want a change in the body? Yes, the way I want. And the way I do not want, it is not possible. Does body listen to us? Answer is no. We don't know. Do you think that I wanted gray beard? It happens. We can postpone, we can weaken or strengthen a bit, we can cover the body with a lot of stuff that appears good. But the body works by the laws of the existence. The body has to work. When we contemplate and reflect in this way, we realize this body is not listening to us. The mind is not listening to us. Then the next question comes, am I the body? Am I the mind? That is the beautiful understanding of the Eastern wisdom. I am not the body. I am not the mind. It is the body and mind complex causes insecurity, dissatisfaction, and unhappiness. My identification. I claim that I am the body and the mind. And it is very important to understand, not only understand, but live by the right knowledge, right understanding. The other day I was reading Elon Musk wrote on the Twitter that if there is a suicide, means if you hear the news about the suicide of Elon Musk, be sure I'm not. Means I have not committed suicide. If you hear the news, look at the person. Look at the person, though. It does not make a sense. Yes, yes. I see the expression of the Sufi. So I have all the resources of the world outside. He is at present the richest man, and he's talking about the suicide. And what is a suicide? Because I claim that I am the body. There the problem comes. There the problem is. So you see the Eastern wisdom. Now see, I have told a couple of times, I'm repeating, the Eastern wisdom is an instrument of knowledge to realize our real nature. Take a simple example. Eyes are the instruments by which you see me and I see you. Ears are the instrument to hear the sound. Same way, the Eastern wisdom is an instrument of knowledge to know the real self. Minus cult, religion, dogma, belief, delete all that. The clear understanding. It's a way of the right knowledge about who am I. But why the Eastern wisdom? Why it is an instrument of knowledge? That many people, majority of the people miss in their lifetime. Take an example of the same sense organ. Sense organs cannot see the real self. No sense organ. None of these five sense organs. Not the mind can see the real self. That is why the Eastern wisdom is an instrument of knowledge by which we can discover the real self. But how can you say I cannot see the real self? How can I see? The eyes can see form and color, but eyes cannot hear the sound. Are you clear? One sense organ can get the knowledge of one field. Eyes cannot hear, ears cannot see the color in the form. So science and Eastern wisdom agrees that one instrument of knowledge can have one type of knowledge. Make it more clear, telescope cannot find the COVID virus, only the electron microscope. Telescope, you have to see the stars, one type of knowledge. Are you clear? So, because that is the one reason, one type of knowledge, one type of instrument. And the second reason, because sense organ are matter. So anything that it wants to see should have the material properties. But I'm a conscious entity, I'm consciousness. How can my sense organ and the mind, which are matter, cannot see the real self? Yes, Sophie. We see your moving lips, but no sound. I cannot hear through my eyes. What should I do? Yes, you can write. Uh, so you see, one type of instrument, one type of knowledge. Second thing, that whatever the knowledge that I get, they should have the similar properties. The eyes is a matter. So it can only perceive what is made up of the matter. Sound is also a matter. Color in the form is also a matter. The mind can see the thought, eyes cannot see the thought. So it is a subtle level. But I am a conscious entity. Huh? So I need another instrument of knowledge. That is what is Eastern wisdom, the journey of the entire Eastern wisdom, when we are clear. Can the consciousness suffer from any disease? Can the consciousness suffer from asthma? No. Consciousness cannot suffer from it. Awareness, consciousness or awareness. It is always free from the illness. So Eastern wisdom helps us to discover our real self, real nature, of the nature of pure consciousness. Oh, you have already told me that we are pure consciousness, but it does not go inside. I'm not realizing that I'm pure consciousness. Why? Did I put a right question? Why? So the first thing that Eastern wisdom follows, you have to listen and learn from a teacher, followed by the contemplation, followed by the practice. Three main steps. Out of the three main steps, we have many sub-steps. Start with this. First, you have listened. You have heard the teacher. or you heard the teacher means you have heard the principles of the Eastern wisdom that has already been founded. You have contemplated and reflected. You contemplate and reflect for clarity, for conviction. And you practice to remove the doubt. So we have two problems. One is there is no clarity and conviction. And second is the doubt is there. Who creates the doubt? That is why we practice meditation. Do I create a doubt? So the Eastern wisdom says it is the impure mind. Yes, yes, you can talk. I'm waiting for you to talk.
Now you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Yes.
Is the mind the brain?
Mind is the brain is a physical entity and mind is a subtle entity. Can you say where your brain is located? You know it. It's a physical entity. But where your mind is located? In every cell of the body. How do I know that it is available in every cell of the body? You touch the right toe, you feel the touch. Who feels the touch? The mind. You feel the top of the head. You touch John. Mind. Mind definitely works through the brain, through the nervous system. But mind is a mental consciousness. So I'm not deviating from that. Mind, memory, intellect, and the ego. They all four functional entity of the mind. Mind is one. It has four functions: mind and memory, intellect and ego. We will take up. So that is why the Eastern wisdom, because of the impurities in the mind, veils the real self, creates the doubt, and that is why it lacks conviction. That is why we have been continuing the journey. That is why I said, I learned from my master for 26 years. Constant listening and learning, listening and learning. I followed the same method. After a couple of years, I started contemplating and reflecting. Every talk I heard, at least sometime I heard every talk for 50 times. I said, no, I didn't understand. There is no conviction in me. No, let me hear it again. Then contemplated, reflected, and ultimately the doubts were gone and you are there. So the impurities of the mind causes the veil, and that is why it is taking a long time. Then, so once that understanding is clear, so what happens that we have to remove all the impurities, and that impurities we have also to remove the emotional bondage, emotional clinging, the impulsive and the instinctive nature of the mind. That is why the entire Eastern wisdom, you can say it is a self awareness program, it is an emotional freedom program, it is a mental transformation program, it is a conscious evolution and transformation program. We have been talking about the goals in life and goals of life. Do you recall? Do you remember? So I'm going to link today's talk with that goals in life. and goals of life. So we discussed about there are three goals in life: making an effort, doing an action. No human being can live without action. Even the laziest person, he sleeps, that is also an action. You cannot live without action. Life and action, they are synonyms. You see, the life and action. Leave aside the human being, all animals, from ant to elephant to. So it means that is, but we can direct our action. Animals are operated unconsciously, impulsively, and instinctively. Look at your pet. You are listening to me, and the pet jumps on you. So we can redirect. We can redirect our effort. Animals cannot. Animals work impulsively and instinctively. You are listening to me, and your pet says, "This is the time to love me. Come on, I will jump on you otherwise." No other human being do it. But if any other human being acts like a animals, that is why you can check that they live with a low level of awareness. That is what happens with our small kids. So our master says that no, you have to raise your level of awareness, redirect your efforts. So first goal definitely. That is also defined as a job, career, etc., earning wealth. They all come under the first goal in life. The second is I have made an effort. It is redirected effort. But why I'm making an effort? For pleasure. To live in a home is also a pleasure. To eat the food that we like, that is also a pleasure. He told me that no, we will have old Chicago pizza. So we went there today in the afternoon. So you have the resources and then you go there. So second goal is to have a pleasure. You forget yourself in continuous effort, you will be suffering. You forget yourself in getting unlimited pleasure, you will be suffering. Society will make you suffer. Infidelity. No, that's one word, but we can have a lot of stuff other. I can enjoy eating sweet all the time, so I land up with the diabetes. So all kinds of pleasure. Two. So that is why the Eastern wisdom says all the religions have do's and don'ts, the code of ethics. Here is the list of do's and here is the list of don't. Why don't? Because it takes you to unlimited pleasure, unlimited greed. Unlimited greed, then I have to cheat. I have to evade IRS. So these are the three goals in life. Remember this. Three goals in life. But where I am going by making an effort, where I am going to enjoying the pleasures of the world, where I am going after all, where my life is going after following the morality and ethics. That is still not clear. You see that you can ask your friends. They will say, these are the three goals. Whether you are a computer professional or you are a homemaker or do any job, any activity in your life. Majority of the people will say you that these are the three goals. But what our master says, no, there is a fourth goal, but that is not the goal in life, that is the goal of life. Goal of life means it lives 24 hours to know my real nature, to discover myself. Who am I? Because I am present in enjoying, I am present in working, I am present in following the rules. Clear. Another point, then, we have to find out whether these goals in life are the real goals or the means for the fourth goal of life. That we do not understand. Why we do not understand? Because of the impurity of the mind, because of the impulsive nature of the mind, because of the animal mind, we do not want to. That is why I referred our richest guy, Elon Musk. No, previously you were after Bill Gates, and now you are after Elon Musk. No, I'm not after anyone. Why should I should be after anyone? Well, I'm just saying that what is happening in the world. They can chase me, I cannot chase them. I'm a simple guy. You see that? Do you see the conflict in his mind about the goals in life and the goals of life? That is what I'm pointing. So the first three goals in life are only the means, they are not the goals. Only one goal left to the human being is to evolve and help everyone to evolve. Do you like if I come to your house and I fight with you? Second option, that I come to you, I communicate with you in love, in peace, in harmony, and happiness. Animals do not know. Animals may know a little bit. Why they know? Because you are feeding them. Stop feeding them, and then I will find out whether they love you or not. Impulsively, animal mind is operated by safety, food, sleep, pleasure. These sexual pleasure. I won't say the sexual pleasure, it's a reproduction. They are they are operated like a computer. So what has happened? Insecurity, dissatisfaction, unhappiness in our life is because we have made means as a goals in life. Until the mind purifies and becomes 100% clear that these are the means and this is one goal in life, the life becomes happy. We all have enough to eat our food today. We have the house to live. We have clothes to wear. These are the means. Tell your mind that I have enough for today. Let me sit in meditation. I can tell you this mind will stop wandering. Mind is only wandering because we feel these means are the goals in life. Think, just think. When you contemplate and reflect, then you say there is no reason why mind should be distracted, why the mind should be wandering. And that is what we say it as a information, but we have not contemplated and reflected. That is why the mind is not clear. What we say, the wealth cannot buy the happiness. We say it. We know it, but we don't live with it. Eastern wisdom says you have to live with it. But why you have to live with it? You see, that is the beauty of the Eastern wisdom. It asks the question, it gives you the answer. It asks the question, no objective solution for any subjective problems. That is the reason. No objective solution you can ever find for subjective problem. Insecurity, dissatisfaction, unhappiness are subjective problems. They are living in my mind. Elon Musk, how much he has? Something $350 billion. So does the dollars he possesses, is it written security? Is it written dissatisfaction? That is why I started with a suicide note. With $350 he is talking of suicide. Does your house is painted with the security, satisfaction, happiness? They are objective. Objective solution cannot be found of subjective problem. What is objective problem? Hungry. I am hungry. Let me eat the food. Objective solution is there. Outside is the freezing temperature. Come inside. Objective solution. But I have a dissatisfaction. Whether I'm freezing in cold or whether I'm living in warmth, dissatisfaction will continue. Do you see that? Unhappiness will continue. The last point, and then we will do the practice. You go on contemplating and reflecting. So I'm unhappy because of you, my honey. Wrong. Unhappiness is a subjective problem. I'm moving in a wrong path. I'm blaming others. I'm blaming. This is just a blame. It's a delusion that I'm unhappy because of you, my dear honey. It is not possible. But I made it possible. That is the impurity of the mind. That is the delusion of the mind. And we continue to suffer. How many of you are suffering? No, I'm just asking you. So it means that is what we need, a contemplation and reflection. Okay, I blamed you for my miseries and suffering. Is it a fact or a truth? Is it a fact or a delusion? Are you getting it? Say yes, I'm getting it. So there is no more suffering from today. There is no way. And I can tell you, you contemplate, you do the practice, the one day it will come, there will be an expansion of this mind. You live in a higher awareness and you have a bigger smile on your face. You will say, I was crazy. I was blaming others for my happiness, which is not true. See, I started with means, goals. Before the means and goals, I made it clear that Eastern wisdom is an instrument of knowledge. One type of the instrument gives you one type of the knowledge, because the science does not teach us who am I. So we say goodbye to the science, because science is based on the sensual, the perception by the sense organs and the mind. And Eastern wisdom teaches us how to transcend the mind to find the real self. Let us close your eyes. Close your eyes. Adjust and align your body. Make your body easy and comfortable. Right position of the body, eyes are closed, and you are at ease. Then we settle in comfort. You see, the way I'm using the phrase, you settle in a comfort. It means the comfort is already there. We say settle in your house, settle in a car. So it means that is present consciously. I have to explore that comfort which is already present in me. So that is why I say being comfortable. And I make it so easy. Look at the neck joint, be there, feel. Where do you feel? Sensation. Sensation at the level of sensation of touch. Comfort. Comfort in the mind. And steadiness. This steadiness in the body, it is not the steadiness of the body. I want to draw your attention. So when it is steadiness in the body, you are already settled in a comfort. Let us see it again, looking at the shoulder joints. Be there, feel. So feel physical level sensation. That sensation may be tingling, maybe numbness. Sometimes you feel overwhelming sensation. So don't worry, accept, recognize. Why it happens? Sometimes tingling, sometimes deeper sensations, because your mind jumps freely from outside to inside. So someday it happens and someday it doesn't. It is because of the mind. So you feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Look at the hip joint. Sensation, comfort, and steadiness. The entire body, from the top to the toes. As if you are looking body objectively. There is a very deep impression in the mind. The moment the mind looks at your body, it says, I am the body. So that is why I say you are aware, looking at the body objectively. Why I am consciousness and here is the body. Being carefree. Any thought gives us a knowledge. Whether that is the knowledge of the pain, knowledge of attachment, knowledge of freedom, knowledge of peace, knowledge, any knowledge. So what we are doing, for the sake of understanding, when any thought comes, you see the thought is separate and different from you. Any thought comes. No, but how to be aware of, how to be carefree. Simple. You are aware thought is there or thought is not there. You are aware unwanted thought enters into the mind, uninvited thought enters into the mind. The way you are aware of the traffic on the road while you are standing. You don't ask how I can be aware of the traffic on the road. You are already on the standing across the road. So you see, in a practice, we want to enhance our level of awareness. So when we enhance the level of awareness, we can easily see if the how we enhance, there are hundreds of ways, thousands of ways. And one of them, I say, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. You look at the head and the neck. Mentally, you are looking, you are aware, you feel the skin, there is a sensation inside the head and the neck. Because the mind is moving within, it experiences relaxation. Deeper within, you find a point, a feel of stillness. Now pay attention. It is the stillness in the body. Look at the right arm, outside sensation. Then looking inside the right arm is relaxation, and still deeper within, there is a stillness in the body. Why we say the real self is unchanging, all pervading, never changing identity. What is never changing is always still. That is why I said it is the stillness in the body. It is not the stillness of the body. There can never be the stillness of the body is constantly changing. And what is changing is a part of the world. It is not me and mine. Hence, it is clear I am not the body. Ultimately, we have to reach to that conclusion, that realization. How the mind goes to the left arm, be there, feel sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So, do you see the movement of the mind sensation, physical, relaxation, mental experience, and deeper than that is the stillness in the body. The chest and the belly, the middle portion of the body, look and feel sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Right leg, entire right leg from the right side of the waist to the toes. The mind moves. You're there, aware, feeling, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So, by repeat practice consciously with a commitment, helps us to enhance our level of awareness. When we live at a higher level of awareness, we are sure I'm not the body. But that doesn't happen living with a lower level of awareness. Living, moving to the left leg, being there, feel sensation, relaxation, and stillness. No, the entire body. Entire body, yes. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. You're looking at the body as if from outside. It happens. It is the moment we have that feel, we are looking at our body objectively. And the moment you are aware of the body, it is objectively, you have a deeper experience of calmness and the peace. We are, after all, not doing anything. It's all a shifting of the mind, its identity. Now, look at look at the breath. We return again to the breath because we have been doing the practice, so it becomes easy for us to. So you see that breath awareness. It is not focus on the breath, it's a breath awareness. First, you are in a state, you are in sensation, relaxation, stillness. Okay. Then you look at the breath. So our mind says the breath is going in and out, breath in and out. No problem. That's okay. That is a recognition. I'm not asking you to do anything that will take you to dogma and belief. What is happening? You just note down. I'm making you aware. The breath is going in and out. Very good. You feel the sensation of the breath? Yes. Sometime I do not feel. Why I do not feel? Because mind is somewhere else. Oh, that is it means that breath awareness is done because I drive the mind naturally again and again to keep that awareness. Yes. No change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So it is a passive practice, it is a passive step. Now trick the mind. Why you trick the mind? So that it can to remove the impurity. And you can feel, you can go deeper. How to trick the mind? When the breath goes in, just drop Shantoham. Shantoham means I am the peace. When the breath comes out, do nothing, just watch. Breath out, watch it. Again, the breath goes in, Shantoham. Breath comes out, watch it. So you watch it, basically, you are aware of the space during every breath coming out, but with every breath going in, Shantoham. It's all about, I told you, self awareness program. What is that self? Is the real self, the pure consciousness. Keep on, continue. And you will find there also mind creates challenges. That is known as the impurity of the mind. But if we continue regularly, and then we find continue. What I said, what to continue? Just drop Shantaham with every breath going in and look at, watch the space on the breath that is coming out. Again going in, but do not control the breath. And you will find out sometime the mind controls the breath, sometime mind regulates the breath, sometime mind forgets, sometime the mind stays Shantaham when the breath is coming out. You see, a sense of restlessness lives within you. That restlessness of the mind manifests outside in our behavior, in our relationship, in our living. It is not, that somebody has made you restless. So not only you are examining, but you are living into that state. And now, do nothing. Remain as in the state of doing nothing. You do nothing, I am is there. You do something, I am is there. You understand, I am is there. You do not understand, still I am is there. That I am, we want to discover. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. We will share our experiences. Why we share our experiences? So that we can progress. How are you in? You have to unmute. You have to unmute. We don't hear you.
Yeah, I feel fine, but I must say that I fell asleep the last part.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why. I must have been tired or something.
Yeah, you have never been sleeping in meditation, but even sometime it happens. It's okay. Sleeping is better than having mind wandering all the time.
Okay, no.
Yeah, so that is much better. How are you,
Great.
Sophie?
I'm very calm. My mind was doing things like seeing images and going places, but it didn't disturb me. So, yeah.
That is one great understanding. When you share your experiences, I pick up the thing. So my mind was calm, but still mind was going to places. So going to places is objective. The calmness of the mind is subjective. It is possible to remain calm even when the mind is going to places, because I'm not identifying myself with the mind.
Yeah.
And if it happens 24/7, just think of the state. John says, yeah, it is happening with the Sufi. Yes, John, how are you?
Hey, Girish. Yeah, it's fine. I wasn't distracted. I didn't have images. I didn't fall asleep. It's fine.
Wonderful. That's really good. And you remained in that same calmness and the quietness. This is, ultimately what happens. The experiences in meditation helps us to discern subjectivity and the objective. The greater the understanding, greater the experience, better it is. How are you made?
My mind became quiet.
Very good.
I feel peaceful.
Peaceful. One thing we should understand at the outset, that when I say I am peace, I am calm. That is my essential nature. When I say I am stressed, that is my false nature. And we forget that. Why we forget? You made me stressed. You are responsible. You see? Nobody is listening to me. Why anybody should listen to you? Are you a special creation by the existence? No, that's why I married you. Oh, you married me because that I should listen to you. Give that logic and see what happens to the mind. And that is what we say. Either the mind works on us or we work on the mind. So if you work on the mind, you are a winner in life. You don't work on the mind, miseries. That is all for today. Thank you.
You.
Thank